the interests of ISKCON. One of the key instructions that Guru Maharaj also says is never leave ISKCON. As more and more we progress in our journey in ISKCON, we realize how important that instruction of Guru Maharaj is. Because as we come into an institution, we get institutionalized, and we understand that institutions are not perfect. But Srila Prabhupada's instructions and following those instructions is the perfection of being in ISKCON. So it's very important to understand Guru Maharaj's mood, and through Senior Vaishnava's offerings today we will be able to understand who is Guru Maharaj, what is his mood, what does he want us to do throughout our life. And in that way, whoever are the disciples of Guru Maharaj and his well-wishers would be able to come closer to Guru Maharaj, and that spirit will please Guru Maharaj more than anything else. So thank you so much. Now I would request His Grace Bharat Sheshta Prabhu to come and read his offering. Just a quick intro to Prabhu. Many of you would have known him for many years. I know Prabhu for more than 10 years now. And Prabhu actually exemplifies Guru Maharaj's mood of Vaishnava etiquette. And Prabhu actually deeply understands Guru Maharaj's mood. So it's such an amazing opportunity for all of us to hear from His Grace Bharat Sheshta Prabhu and understand who is Guru Maharaj. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. First of all, I would like to actually thank everyone who has actually contributed such a beautiful decoration. I know they were there. I know they were there from 10 o'clock in the morning and then left at 9 o'clock at night. So, yep, thanks for all the help. And Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhakti Charu Swami Dinamine Snigdha Cheta Supranita Vagminam Jara Sakitam Prabhupada Kripa Pranam Bhakti Charu Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Shrimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Dinamine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pachare Nirvishesha Shmunyavadi Paschata Desha. Hare Krishna. Guru Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to you, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. It was in 2007, Guru Maharaj, that I first met you in the sannyasa ashram upstairs in North Sydney. You were here on Australia visit, and Vijay Gopikesh and Varanayaka Prabhus kept a meeting to update you about the ISKCON activities in Sydney. I remember that night as vivid as ever. I was in complete awe of your presence, the effulgence emanating from you, the peace that I could see within you, and the calm and serene manner in which you are addressing the issues. I did not speak that night at all, and probably you noticed it. The next morning, Halayud and I made the breakfast for you at the temple and went up to the ashram to serve you the breakfast. You asked me why I was so quiet last night. It has now been 17 years since then, and also 4 years since you have not been physically present with us. Almost every day, Jyoti and I talk about you, remember you, and discuss your instructions and your lectures. Just the other day on breakfast, on breaking the fast for Ekadashi, I made khichdi exactly the way you showed me, with the measurement of 1:12 cups of water, without tomatoes, of course. And it came out perfect. Remembrance of you is a source of bliss, but it also has immense pressure for the things that are to be done. Time passes quickly, and the gap in time from July 2020 is getting wider by each passing moment. I have this fear. Will the memories fade with time? Will I be able to recall your memories and instructions as clearly as I do now? Will I introduce my own slant to your instructions for my own convenience? Or will I go on my own ruined my spiritual life. I am fortunate that I have association of my sister who is ever strong and focused in Krishna consciousness, and the devotees around me keeps me anchored. Guru Maharaj, as time passes, I realize I need you more than ever. I miss your annual visits to Sydney, the seminars, the classes, the kirtans, the chastisement, and the love. I miss them, Guru Maharaj. I did write once, doting glance, the blissful smile, and I miss the warm hugs still. Hold my hand and hold it tight. I need you still. Bless me, Guru Maharaj, that I stay strong. Your insignificant servant, Bharat Das.
Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you so much. Now I would like to call upon, I'm just looking around the room because we want to call in the order of seniority as well. Yes, I would like to request Her Grace Satya Maharani Mataji to come and read our offering for Guru Maharaj. Satya Maharani Mataji, you want to come? No? Okay. Okay, call somebody else then, and then after that Mataji can come. Can I request Jyot? Huh? Yes. Can I request His Grace Sadevananda Prabhu come and read his offering? Just a quick intro about Prabhu. Prabhu is a very exalted Vaishnav. He's actually reminds, the whole family reminds of deep Krishna conscious values. Looking at the two daughters and Mataji, the whole family is deeply rooted in Krishna consciousness. They are Vaishnavas not just from birth but from their past many janmas. That is very, very clearly evident from Prabhu's mood of surrender. Prabhu's mood of humility is actually very extraordinary. Interaction with Prabhu always leaves one with deep respect for him, and in turn deep respect for Guru Maharaj. So exemplifying Guru Maharaj's behavior can be learned from Prabhu and Mataji. And despite having so many challenges in all our lives, and despite having so many health challenges, we can see how fixed up Prabhu is. Very, very grateful for his association here. Thank you.
Namayam Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Charu Swami Namine Snigdha Cheta Supraneta Bhagini Namcha Rasaplatam Prabhupada Gata Prana Namni Bhakti Charu Padam Namayam Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Prachate Shatarine.
Dear Guru Maharaj, 4 sorrowful years tremendously flown by, once loving memories young and fresh, like a glass mirror covered in dust, from once real life to a story now told. Uniquely soft, heartwarming tunes, like wildfire now known to all, flowing through mouths thousands of times, still it wasn't complete without you. Prabhupada's message, your heart and soul, to every corner you spread. Hearts warmed, minds convinced, that devotional service, what we need. Your music, your love, your knowledge, your faith, the one oasis in a large desert. A list of qualities, too much to say, footsteps you leave, the way you show.
your insignificant granddaughters, Arni and Ashmi.
We can do it. So the first part is about memories of Guru Maharaj, how they were once real life and now they're not. Now they're
Their
stories.
stories. The second stanza was about how his tunes now are sung by everybody, but now it's still, no one would sing as good as him. Prabhupada's message
Yeah,
in the third stanza
it talks about how he
talks about how
spreads.
he loved Prabhupada so much,
Much,
and the fourth stanza was about now he has too many qualities, a big list, but it's just too much to say in one little poem.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, dear Guru Maharaj. Please accept my most humble obeisances onto your lotus feet. All glories to you, Srila Prabhupada, all glories to you. I recently came up with this following verse in a lecture, which says, Tulasi Sheva Harihara Bhakti, Ganga Sagara Sanjame Mukti, King Parama Odhikam, Krishna Bhakti, Na Guru Rodhikam, Na Guru Rodhikam. What it says is that service to Guru is more important than service to Krishna. This is the secret to our spiritual advancement. Service to Guru is the param dharma for every and each disciple. Guru Maharaj, you have shown this with your own example. Thus, you are rightly called as Prabhupada Gataprana. Today, on this very auspicious day, I am meditating on these very rare qualities of yours, and hopefully one day I also develop this quality towards you. Your humble servant, Shradevananda Das.
Thank you so much to Arni and Ashmi for that wonderful poem. How much time did it take you to write that? Really? Wow. So a couple of hours, huh? Both of you sat together and thought about Guru Maharaj. That's so nice. Yeah, that's nice. And Prabhu's realization was so powerful. Thank you so much. As Bharat Prabhu also highlighted, will the memories fade away with time? That is a very, very important question. When Prabhu said that, that brings back a question why we are here together. Hare Krishna Prabhu. Is because we want to bring back those memories. I remember once in Mayapur during Guru Maharaj's yatra that was organized in 2019. We were in Mayapur, very blissful with Guru Maharaj. And I asked, because I was feeling very blissful with everything, and I asked, how do we continue with this mood and this blissful feeling? And Guru Maharaj responded that just keep contemplating on these memories even when you go back to Sydney or wherever you come from. Just keep contemplating. Krishna says, Dhyayato Vishyana Punsa. Unfortunately, a Badajiv like myself is contemplating on sense objects. So that is the problem. But Guru Maharaj actually started that point very clearly, that if we have to remember Guru Maharaj, then these festivals, Madhava Tithi Bhakti Janani, so this is actually gives a lot of impetus to our devotion. It's mother of devotion. Bhakti Janani, it actually gives birth to devotion. These festivals, these tithis are not very mundane tithis, are extremely powerful tithis. There's so much of a spiritual vibration. We know for a fact in the past few years what we have seen with whatever we have heard from many, many disciples of Guru Maharaj is just actually extremely empowering, that nearly none of Guru Maharaj's disciples have fallen away after Guru Maharaj's passing from this mortal world. And why? Because Guru Maharaj lives with them constantly. everyone is engaged. This point actually came up in Ishta Goshti extremely clearly through His Holiness Bhakti Prem Maharaj, who's a now initiating Guru, as well as Guru Maharaj's sannyas disciple. And Maharaj actually made that point that so wonderfully Guru Maharaj is maintaining this family. And not just his disciples, but the broader well-wishers who are connected with him. Just on that, I wanted to quickly narrate a small incident. One of the brahmacharis that is visiting us, His Grace Pavan Nitai Prabhu. Yesterday we had a massive youth 10-hour Ayandar Prabhu remembrance, 14th disappearance remembrance kirtan, and he made that point that before that I was having a chat, and he mentioned that he has seen only Guru Maharaj only once in Vrindavan many years ago. And after passing away of Ayandar Prabhu, he's been serving his deities, and he said that, I think it was last Tirobhava, that Guru Maharaj came in his dream. He's not associated with Guru Maharaj like, I've driven Guru Maharaj for 7 years, I can claim, I've driven Guru Maharaj and I've done this seva and all that. But this devotee hasn't done a lot of Vapu seva that way, but deeply associated. And Prabhu makes that point, Lava Matra Sadhu Sang. He says that Lava Matra Sadhu Sang I had with him, he came in my dream and he had a lot of bhoga, and then he went on preparing so many Bengali dishes for Prabhupada. That is his dream that came. So Guru Maharaj is actually protecting anybody who had one moment's association with Guru Maharaj. That's how much empowering Guru Maharaj's association is. That's how much Guru Maharaj is continuously making impact in everyone's life, even now. That is very, very clear when we hear from the broader devotees. Now I would request, so coming back to that point very quickly, will the memories fade away? Definitely not, because we are here together. I just want to complete that loop. I would request, we have a sadhu, very exalted Vaishnav, His Grace Ghanshyam Govind Prabhu with us, and we are very, very blessed to have Prabhu. Prabhu has very emphatically spoken. I still remember the Vyas Puja offering. In that Vyas Puja, Prabhu actually had read Ocean of Mercy front to back. The first devotee I heard, none of the disciples had read, and Prabhu came and he narrated the whole of the Ocean of Mercy. That inspired me to actually read my Guru Maharaj's Ocean of Mercy. So that's how empowering Prabhu's association in Vani is. Extremely thankful for Prabhu's blessings and continuously encouraging everyone to dovetail all their tan man dhan in the service of Shri Shri Radha Gopinath. Prabhu, would you mind coming and offering? Thank you, Prabhu.
Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Charu Swami Niti Namine. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunivadi Paschatya Deshatharine. His Holiness Bhakti Charu Swami Maharaj Ki Jai. Hare Krishna. I recently read a very interesting quote by His Holiness Bhakti Charu Swami Maharaj. Shubha Krishna Prabhu, he had shared that in our group. This is told by Bhakti Charu Maharaj, and it was published in 1996. Please listen to this carefully, because it is very, very relevant to all of us who are new to ISKCON, who have been in ISKCON, and who will come and join ISKCON. Srila Prabhupada did not need ISKCON, nor did he need any of us. He spent 70 years of his life in perfect Krishna consciousness without ISKCON. He could have also spent another 12 years without it. However, we cannot survive spiritually even for 3 days without the shelter of ISKCON. Therefore, ISKCON is so precious and essential for this world. And below they had put a signature of Bhakti Charu Swami Maharaj. If you take a quick look, it almost looks like Prabhupada's signature. When I looked at it, I was like, this is said by Prabhupada or Bhakti Charu Maharaj. Then I went ahead. It looks, I always say this, like father, like son. So as Prabhu mentioned about Ocean of Mercy, how many of you have read Ocean of Mercy? I'll keep asking this question for the rest of my life. Good, I see more hands going up. Please do read. You don't know what you're missing, that's all I can say. It's one of the most powerful books you can come across. 2 books I always say, I don't know, I lost count how many times I have read. Before it was Servant of Servant by His Holiness Tamal Krishna Goswami Maharaj. I kept track till about like 90. Ocean of Mercy, I kept track till 20. It got published much recently, but you all can always go back and you can read. Nowhere will you come across a book that is being written where literally every page, every paragraph, you can learn something, you can learn something new. You can learn something more and more new every single time. And it will amaze us to see how much Maharaj had imbibed the mood of Srila Prabhupada even in his beginning days, so to speak. Recently, we had the association to meet His Holiness Bibi Govinda Maharaj. And Maharaj was quoting, you know, this famous pastime when Srila Rupa Goswami, he writes this beautiful verse, Tunde Tandavani Ratim Vitanute Tundavali Labdaya, about the glories of the holy name. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu brings Rupa Goswami to the assembly of Vaishnavas, make him to recite, and he asks the opinion of different Vaishnavas about the work Vidagdha Madhava and Lalita Madhava of Rupa Goswami. And everyone glorify the poetic prowess of Srila Rupa Goswami. And when the turn of Ramananda Roy comes, Ramananda Roy, after hearing everything, he makes a famous statement. What use is a bowman's arrow, and what use is a poet's poetry if it doesn't pierce the heart and make one's head spin? So this is his concluding statement after hearing about just the excerpts of Srila Rupa Goswami. Now, Bibi Govinda Maharaj, when we discussed with him, Maharaj said, this should be the standard of any devotional service we do. Which means if we cook, we offer the bhoga to Krishna, and if somebody takes the prasad, put in their mouth, their head should spin, for good reasons. Same way, if you clean, we were fortunate to have our Gopinath youth taking up so many services. I was telling, they are everywhere now. So I was speaking to a couple and I was telling them, you are doing Maha cleaning today. Next few days, whenever you come, you will feel like, yeah, I did something. You will feel like going again and again to the temple room to see. That's the beauty of Krishna consciousness. But when Bibi Govinda Maharaj said, that should be the standard of any service that we do. It should pierce the heart and it should make one's head spin. That should be the quality. I was reading Ocean of Mercy again this morning, and today is Guru Purnima, appearance day of Srila Vyasadeva himself. So, I was just contemplating what Maharaj said, and I was reading through the pages, that statement which was quoted by Ramananda Roy and was cited by Bibi Govinda Maharaj was coming to me, and I was thinking, whatever His Holiness Bhakti Charu Swami Maharaj did, it had that standard. Be it kirtan, you can just close your eyes and you can melodiously, you can just keep on hearing. On and on and on and on. In fact, that's the standard which Srila Prabhupada says. When they asked, how should we sing kirtan? Prabhupada said, you keep singing, or rather you sing kirtan in such a way so that you can keep on singing effortlessly. You know, such a simple instruction, powerful instruction, something, if the kirtan singer keeps in mind, they can sustain the energy of their kirtan on and on and on forever. So this is Prabhupada's instruction. I was hearing Pranaveshwar Prabhu's point when he mentioned, when they asked Bhakti Charu Swami Maharaj about how can we maintain this mood. And Maharaj said, just by remembering. Interestingly, there is one episode in Ocean of Mercy where Bhakti Charu Maharaj himself asks Prabhupada about the same question. After taking sannyas, Prabhupada gives some personal instructions. One of the instructions, you know, the very famous instruction where he says, so many life you have given to Maya, give one life to Krishna. If you read that conversation, you will see at one point the Prabhupada says, Maya is so powerful, the only way we can protect ourselves is to be in association of the devotees. And then as he is hearing this, Maharaj said, immediately his mind had a concern and he asked Prabhupada, Prabhupada, what if I find myself alone in an island? How can I get the association? Then Prabhupada says, in that scenario, you remember the instructions of the devotees. That's good enough to protect you. So whatever questions we have, Maharaj had already asked Prabhupada and he has repeated. And Maharaj himself says about the duty of Acharya, just like how a mother bird would get a food, and if it gives the raw food to the baby birds would develop indigestion. They can't eat, so mother bird half chews the food and then feeds. Prabhupada's instructions are already simple, straightforward. But Maharaj had made it even more simple, even more palatable. If you read Bhagavatam, there it is said that when we come to this material world, we lose our sense of identity. Or rather, we pick up false ego. We misidentify ourselves with so many other things, temporary designations. Krishna consciousness is our original identity. That's our original Swarupa, original ego. But after coming to material world, we take up so many material things. Now, how do we come out of this? How do we come out of this artificially acquired, accrued ego or identity and go and attach ourselves to the real identity? By taking up this process of Krishna consciousness. But when we come to Krishna consciousness, we find everything which is natural, which is in Krishna consciousness, is weird for us because we are weirdos. We come from an unnatural background. Now if you hear Bhakti Charu Swami Maharaj's classes, this is one thing that struck and it went really deep. When you hear him speak, when he speaks of Krishna consciousness, it will flow very naturally, so much so that being a devotee is what he'll convince you is the actual position. This is the actual natural thing. And then you think, yeah, what he says actually makes sense. And what we have actually been doing all along as natural, that's the confused state. But when we come to Krishna consciousness, we artificially try to imitate devotees and we do. Okay, I want to be a devotee. I want to actually put tilak. I want to actually wear this, like devotional clothing, so on and so forth. But when you hear Maharaj speak, his conviction is so strong that he will preach us Krishna consciousness and he'll convince us that actually this is the natural way to do. Anything else which we think is natural is actually artificial. And this is something we can't imitate. Maharaj was so much convinced. If you see even I'm pretty sure they'll be gifting out your books. The reason why I'm telling from the book is, I've been saying this for the last few years. Even if you haven't actually read it yet, please do read it. And you don't need to buy, you will get a free copy. I assume. Thank you. So please don't miss out on this. But if you read Maharaj's quest, Maharaj's journey, how he had actually progressed in bhakti, how he came in contact with the movement, how he came in contact with the Prabhupada, even before coming in contact with ISKCON, Maharaj, if you see his quest, he was very, very logical. This one can't be true. He had also tried associating with the different spiritual organizations before coming. But the way how he analyzes, he would acknowledge the validity of a particular organization. Sometimes he would say, no, this is totally bogus. But he would still be looking for something which is more higher, something which is more natural. So in Krishna consciousness, if we want to practice bhakti as our own natural lifestyle, as something which is part of us, which is something which is should be part of a value system, you can hear from Maharaj. And that could be associating with the devotees. That could be with how you dress yourself. That could be with how you eat, how you sing kirtana for Krishna, with everything. Simple instructions made even more simpler. So on this auspicious Tirobhava, even though we may say inauspicious for us, it is auspicious. As Pranaveshwar Prabhu said, it increases our appreciation, it deepens our conviction, it reminds us of so many wonderful things which Maharaj said, which Maharaj did, which Maharaj promoted or preached. So on this auspicious Tirobhava, on the occasion of Guru Purnima, let's take this opportunity to recommit ourselves. My Guru Maharaj says on spiritual masters Vyasa Puja, especially we should recommit ourselves to the mission. We should recommit ourselves to follow four regulative principles. We should recommit ourselves to chant 16 rounds. I would just extend that understanding slightly further, even for Tirobhava as well. It's a good opportunity for us to recommit ourselves to this glorious mission, which Srila Prabhupada had actually brought from Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and which was so efficiently, so superlatively spread by His Holiness Bhakti Charu Swami Maharaj, to the standard that when it's done, when it's performed, it would pierce the heart and it would make one's head spin. That's the standard which Maharaj maintained with everything. Even if you look at how he dresses himself, there is a certain aura of aristocracy that will be there. How many of you have seen that with Maharaj? And you can't imitate. If you and me do that, it will look like a joker. It's not something, again, he makes it look so natural because he has accepted everything, imbibed in him. So we can learn that thing. If you simply watch him speak, if you simply see him even holding a japa bead and chanting, you don't even need to watch a movie. Just look at a picture and you can learn so many things. How he sits, how he holds the beads, how he's closing his eyes, how meditatively he is actually doing. Everything. Simply a picture is worth 1,000 words, as they say, but here a picture is worth even more than 1,000 instructions. That's what we can learn from His Holiness Bhakti Charu Swami Maharaj. His Holiness Bhakti Charu Swami Maharaj ki Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki His Holiness Bhakti Charu Swami Maharaj disciples ki Jai Nitai Gaur Premanande.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Prabhu. Every time we've heard from you, it's not just recommitment, but re-energizes. It puts that energy back. It is said, Krishna se tomar, Krishna dite par, tomara shakati aache. So what we are looking for is empowered devotees like yours, giving Krishna and their devotees mercy to us. So thank you so much for reminding us about Guru Maharaj's very powerful personality. Just to add to what Prabhu said, His Holiness Indradumna Maharaj has given an 18 minutes remembrance of Guru Maharaj after Guru Maharaj left the world. And he mentioned so many wonderful qualities. I think in 18 minutes he has mentioned 18. There's something around 18. I noted down. I may be wrong, there might be more, but I noted down 18. One of them was what Prabhu said, that Guru Maharaj, the way he used to conduct himself was a natural Vaishnav, a natural devotee. It's not artificial. And Prabhu rightly mentioned that Guru Maharaj would explain such complex matters in so simple language that one would naturally question the life they are leading and naturally think. And Guru Maharaj uses the word natural, this natural word, so many times. He says naturally, that Srimad Bhagavatam is the natural commentary on Vedanta Sutra. Natural word Guru Maharaj uses a lot of times. So that word can be used by somebody who is actually feeling that natural connection with Krishna, I would say. Indu Maharaj also says that Maharaj nourishes his bhakti by listening to Guru Maharaj's lecture. Maharaj is actually very, very humble. He also mentions that Guru Maharaj actually gifted him a very precious Narsingha Kavach, and which Guru Maharaj got from Srila Prabhupada's godbrother. And Guru Maharaj got it because Srila Prabhupada's godbrother thought that Guru Maharaj is probably more than qualified at that point in time to keep that precious Narsingha Kavach safe. And Guru Maharaj, knowing that His Holiness Indu Maharaj was doing so many preaching, risking so many things, he thought very, very carefully. He thought, whom I can give? And Maharaj actually gave to Indu Maharaj. And Maharaj actually chokes when he mentions that he protected. He could have worn that Narsingha Kavach and he could have protected his own life by having that Narsingha Kavach. But he gifted me. That is the bond they have. That is the appreciation, deep appreciation they have. Thank you so much for bringing so many wonderful, wonderful points. And you've read Ocean of Mercy 20 times. Has anybody in this room read Ocean of Mercy 20 times? Okay, 2 times. 2 times is there. Okay, good. 5 times? Okay, good. Prabhu, we are coming closer to you. Can't be 20. Hopefully next Tirobhava near Vyas Puja we will be able to. Anyway, I want to take much time. Thank you so much. I would like to call upon His Grace Vijay Gopikesh Prabhu. He's a wonderful Vaishnav. Everyone knows about Prabhu. Is not to mention, but a small introduction would be sufficient. Prabhu has been guiding the broader congregation of ISKCON for decades and decades. And Prabhu is such an inspiration for many, many wonderful devotees. In this room itself, there are so many Vaishnavas whose life Prabhu has touched. Yesterday, just to give an example, this wonderful devotee, he got convinced and surrendered his life to Krishna just because in Adelaide, he heard Prabhu once. Before that, they were an atheist. And they mentioned publicly also that I was not questioning everything about this Krishna consciousness movement. But with Prabhu's association, he heard it and he said he presented it again. Another quality that I've seen in His Grace Vijay Gopikesh Prabhu is very much embodies the mood of Guru Maharaj in terms of presenting complicated matters so naturally, because he's a living epitome of Krishna consciousness, natural devotee. And that is what our very beloved His Grace Vijay Gopikesh Prabhu is. I would request Prabhu to read his offering.
Hare Krishna. I'd like to thank all the devotees here for allowing me to be part of this disappearance day, Tirobhava Mahotsav of His Holiness Bhakti Charu Swami. I feel very blessed to be in the temple with all the wonderful devotees. Thank you for this opportunity. I'll start off with the pranam mantra and try to make an offering. Namah Vishnupadaya Krishna Pashta Bhutale Srimate Jayapataka Swami iti namine. Namah Vishnupadaya Krishna Pashta Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Charu Swami iti namine. Namah Vishnupadaya Krishna Pashta Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami iti namine. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Desha Tarine. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasati Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jai His Holiness Bhakti Charu Maharaj ki Jai, Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Due to the gift of Krishna consciousness given by Srila Prabhupada through his beloved disciples, we have got so much engagement in Krishna consciousness that we have no time for time. Even if time comes, his time is up, we say I have no time. So much service to do, so much absorption. And as you said, and as Ganesham Prabhu also nicely said, comes naturally. So, I had accepted an invitation to come here today because I have other programs going on before, after. In the middle of that, my son Giri has come to Sydney, has come to our house. So, I'm trying to balance everything. So, in short, I didn't get time to prepare for this offering. So, what you hear will be impromptu and from the heart, of course. No. If it is unstructured, I ask for forgiveness. That's the point. So I had only time to meditate on Bhakti Charu Maharaj's offering in the car while I was driving. So that's why. Anyway, Guru Maharaj, I say Guru Maharaj also because my Guru Maharaj, His Holiness Bhakti Charu Swami Maharaj, gave me permission to take shiksha from some of Prabhupada's god brothers. One of them is Holiness Radhanath Swami, which he said for everyone, not just me, but especially for Bhakti Charu Maharaj, he told me, yes, I don't have any objection if you take shiksha from him. So I will call him Guru Maharaj from that point of view. Shiksha Guru is also Guru Maharaj. So Guru Maharaj, how can I offer my gratitude on the Disappearance Day? We remember how he has touched our lives, how much he has influenced our life. He has the time and energy to talk to everyone. No matter how busy he is and how many people are waiting to see him. When you go in his presence, you feel he's not in a hurry to, move on to the next person or next service. It makes you feel that you have to go. I found that very, very important. When he gives you time, he feels you are with him and he is with you, and the whole world is shut off. There's nobody else in the world. That's it. Anytime I've gone and spoken to him, he listens very patiently, even if I'm saying something foolish, something irrelevant, something even offensive. And then he gives guidance exactly appropriate for that situation. So, ever since we lost his physical presence on this world, I've been missing that annual visit. At least once a year I would see him. Sometimes I would email him. He would reply with some guidance. That guidance has gone. But then again in Vaishnava, how much time I have? I'm going to be realistic. Another 5-6 minutes will be okay, na? Mm-hmm. So I was trying to think of so many themes of Guru Maharaj. Guru Maharaj has so many things. You can just take one theme and elaborate for hours because there's so much depth in everything he does. I thought today maybe a bit. I don't know if speakers before me have done this. Have anyone done the chronological? You did that? Okay. All right. I'll touch on a few of them then. But everything was so timely. He joined ISKCON in January 1977. This is a test also, okay? How much you have read Ocean of Mercy? How many times you have read? Because my questions will come from Ocean of Mercy. Syllabus is also given. I'm a teacher, you see. I have to conduct exams, even though I don't know anything. But anyway, that aside. In January 1977, he joined ISKCON. That means he had association with Srila Prabhupada for 11 months. Keep that in perspective, okay? 11 months association only. It's not a long time. I mean, it's a long time in one sense it's not. But what he achieved is beyond 11 months. March, he gets his first and second initiation. Same time he got 2 initiations. And he got to meet Srila Prabhupada. Everything is so unique. How he met Srila Prabhupada. He was traveling in the train. I don't know if some of you discussed that. And that time it was Bhavananda Maharaj. Prabhupada was in one of the first class compartments. He just pushed him inside, go and he's saying, first time I've come, I don't know how to greet Srila Prabhupada, how to talk to him. He started getting association. And the first service he got was, little bit more on chronology. When did he take sannyas? Yeah. It was month of June. It was Jagannath Snan Yatra. Very auspicious. Everything is so auspicious in what he has done. That's why I remember the timelines, because it is not just some random day. It's a very special day. Took sannyas. Imagine sannyas in 6 months of meeting, 5 months of meeting Srila Prabhupada. He gets sannyas. That's not ordinary. That's extraordinary. And the first service Prabhupada gave him. What was the first service Prabhupada gave him? Translating books into Bengali. Now you can say that in one sentence, but it doesn't. It's not as simple as that. Yes, so he started working on the Prabhupada translation. And let's only talk about the translation. After I was going to talk about the cooking, about the movie that he made, the serial that he made, and temple that he built in Ujjain. Everything is a pastime, Just that alone, he was handwriting the translation and then getting it typed and then getting it printed, published, and distributed. That was the process. Prabhupada saw that. Prabhupada said, no, that is slow, that is inefficient. So he said to him, you have to use a dictaphone. Now he started using dictaphone, but he said he could not connect the dictaphone with the mind. Mind is going at one speed, your tongue is going at one speed, and dictaphone, he just couldn't handle it. And I told Srila Prabhupada, this is not working, I can't do this. Prabhupada said, no, keep practicing, you'll get it. And he said, yes. I kept on trying what I thought was not practical or not doable for me at least. He suddenly found he was able to do it, and he became very fast. And I tell you what I mean by fast. After Prabhupada disappearance, again many things happened before Prabhupada disappearance. Again there's a whole leela there, lots of leelas, but we won't go into that. So what happened was he was doing the translation work. Then Bhakti Charu Maharaj, Guru Maharaj, he meets with my Guru Maharaj, Jayapataka Maharaj. And he says, I want to start working on the 30 volumes Srimad Bhagavatam. But that was the year 1984, 84. So then Jayapataka Maharaj told him, no, now you do Chaitanya Charitamrita and publish that by 1986, which was the 1986. Why is important for us? 500th anniversary of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki! And what book is publishing? Chaitanya Charitamrita. What an advice, what a connection, what a collaboration, So he changed track and said, okay, Bhagavatam Park. And he started doing the Chaitanya Charitamrita. Not just translating, printing, publishing, and actually offering it to Mahaprabhu on 1986. Correctly, 500th anniversary. On time, Pakka, first class, as he always does. Everything. Done. Book is there. Proofreading is long way back. What I mean is, physical book is there. Chaitanya Charitamrita set is available in Bengali. Then he started working on the Srimad Bhagavatam. And when did that get published? 1996. Why is 96 important for us? Prabhupada's centennial. 86 is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's 500th anniversary. 96 is Prabhupada's centennial. On Prabhupada's centennial day, he launched Srimad Bhagavatam, Bengali translation. Every episode like this you look. Then late in the 1996 was Bhagavatam. Then in the last part of this last century, he was going through some magazine article. And that article is listing the top 100 celebrities or great personalities or contributors of the last century, 20th century. And he went through the list and he was very disappointed. Why? Prabhupada's name is not there. He said, no, this is not good. So Prabhupada's name is not there. Whose responsibility is? It is our responsibility. We are not glorifying Srila Prabhupada to the world. We are not giving Srila Prabhupada to the world enough that his name didn't appear in the 100. What 100? He should be number 1. Anyone unbiased sees the contribution Prabhupada has made, it should be top only. I'm not saying because we are a ISKCON hardcore fanatic, Hare Krishna, because that's where he is. Who has done the spiritual, who has made the spiritual revolution like Srila Prabhupada? Who is the Senapati Bhakta that Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu talks about? It is Srila Prabhupada. If Senapati Bhakta can't be number 1, who will be number 1 then? Isn't it? So I'm not saying a fanatic statement. Impartially, anybody who looks at it will say, yes, he's number 1. But he's not even in 100. So he thought, I'll make a movie and show the whole world how wonderful Prabhupada's contribution is. And it so happened that he met Hema Malini in Mumbai. And then he discussed the project with her. And she said, movie, if it makes it to box office, very good. People will watch and it will be appreciated. If it doesn't, it will be a flop movie, it will be forgotten. So better you make a serial. Now serial is not easy to get into Doordarshan, right? Doordarshan getting a slot is very difficult. In India, everything is so controlled, at least that time. So he met with Mahamantra Prabhu in Delhi, who introduced him to the Director General of Doordarshan. Straight away, not here, there, right to the top. That I think his name was K.K. Sharma. K.K. Sharma. Director General of Doordarshan. So he went into the office and he gave him a sample video of Abhay Charan, Prabhupada's biography. And he watched it for a few minutes, said, this is very good. And he said, whatever ISKCON does is first class. I don't have to see the rest of it. Guru Maharaj gave such a good, opinion or feeling of ISKCON, confidence in ISKCON. And he called his assistant and said, give me a slot for Prabhupada's Lilamrita video, serial, Abhay Charan. And he said, Saturday morning, 9 a.m., concert with the prime time. And that too, that happened on the day, the first serial, first episode was on Prabhupada's Vyas Puja. Can you believe it? So amazing. I think it was 2004 or something. 2004, right? 2003 he finished, then 2004 he got that. So first day is Vyas Puja Prabhupada. It's not a coincidence, right? It can't be coincidence. It's all divinely ordained. He's a Prabhupada man, And first day itself, guess how many viewership was there? How many people watched the video of Prabhupada Abhay Charan on Doordarshan all over India? No, first day was 3 million. First day. And then 6 months time, it went 40, 50 million, then it went crazy, off the chart, as they say. And Hemavali said, if you have episode, it goes for so many episodes. I think how many? 103 or 106 episodes are there. So it kept going and the viewership kept on increasing. And then Prabhupada's appreciation, devotees' appreciation for Srila Prabhupada's contribution became so great. So Guru Maharaj always put Prabhupada in the front. Anytime you talk to him, day and night, every time Prabhupada. He came into the temple room once, I was standing there, Kirtan was going on. He said, who is doing this Kirtan? Why aren't they singing Prabhupada Pranam Mantra first? What have you taught them? How do you start Kirtan without Prabhupada Pranam Mantra? You have to have Prabhupada Pranam Mantra, Panchatattva Mantra, then you sing the Hare Krishna Mantra. He chastised me right here in this spot, I remember that. And I don't know who was singing, he was some devotee, I didn't know, but training, so we all had to, I didn't know myself, I knew I had to chant, but anyway. That was a mistake on my part, I accept. So he always Prabhupada, So that video then became so popular that now we got a pen drive, right? So convenient. You can watch that. That is such a beautiful, it is all about Prabhupada. Even Vyas Puja he didn't want to celebrate. He said it should be Prabhupada landing in America. See, birthday is also like that. The date coincides with, the tithi coincides with Prabhupada arrival in America, starting ISKCON. Memorial Day. He wanted it to Prabhupada. So much to learn from him, so grateful to him today. I can keep on, I just took one episode, little bit. So thank you so much for giving me the opportunity. We can never repay a debt to Guru Maharaj, no matter how much we try, how much we do, but that doesn't mean we shouldn't try. So finally I would like to say, he came here and gave our blessings to build a temple as well. So many times he gave blessing. And he said, he has challenged us there. He said it should excel the opera house. Anyway, we got a 4-acre land. You can go and see the construction is going on really fast. Our builder says, how is the construction going? I asked him. He said one phrase, fast and furious. It's got Hollywood connotations. But anyway, it is going very well by the mercy of all the devotees here. I'm sure most of you have contributed one way or other to the project. And I'm very grateful for Srila Prabhupada's blessings, for his offering. I just thought, Prabhupada's given us 108 temples. And his disciples have given us more than 800 temples now. Can we not make one temple offering in our life to him, to Srila Prabhupada, for his pleasure? Because this will please Srila Prabhupada, this will please so many people, thousands and thousands of people become devotees. By coming to this facility, the life will get transformed. So I'm humbly requesting all devotees, please forgive my many offenses and mistakes, and you have been so tolerant, still allowed me to be here, in spite of all that. Yogyata vichare kichu nai pai, tomara karuna sara. If you examine me, you find nothing of value. Your mercy is all that I'm made up of. So I'm very thankful to Guru Maharaj, His Holiness Bhakti Charu Maharaj, my Guru Maharaj, His Holiness Jayapatak Swami Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada, and all of you wonderful devotees for tolerating and allowing us to be in service and allowing many more souls to come and serve Srila Prabhupada's mission and make our life successful. Thank you very much. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. His Holiness Bhakti Charu Maharaj ki jai. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Prabhu, for your wonderful offering. Okay. Can we now invite Prabhash Krishna Prabhu? His Grace Prabhash Krishna Prabhu. And Prabhash Prabhu is such a valiant warrior in the army of Srila Prabhupada. Prabhu has got such fiery qualities. I always when I look at him, he appears as fire, burning in Krishna consciousness, with a lot of things that he's contributed to the congregation. Every devotee that has touched Prabhu, and I have known them, a few of them have come and glorified Prabhu to no extent. This has been the quality of Prabhu, and I know quite a few of them. I said, oh yeah, we were in Prabhash Prabhu's class, he taught us this, and such purifying association. Even now, they can't give up that association because they have moved places. They might have moved their, classes and stuff. But Prabhu leaves such a wonderful, deep impression. And one of those impressions I experienced when I was in New Gokul. And Prabhu happened to be there along with Mataji. And we had our strategic planning meeting and all that. And a bunch of devotees, 40, 50 devotees. And Prabhu was there, just started speaking. And it was like as if Prabhu started speaking about Srila Prabhupada and the mercy of Gaurang Mahaprabhu very naturally, very powerfully, very emphatically. Prabhu promotes Krishna consciousness in such a way that you can't imagine. If you just hear his lecture, you can't imagine his age. He will say that he's a very young devotee, very, very, enthusiastic. Thank you so much. With deep respects, requesting Prabhu to offer. Thank you.
Thank you, Pranab Prabhu. Namo Vishnudaya Krishna Murti Bhakti Charu Swami Tinam Singh Cheta Shupnita Chirasaptam Prupagta Namo Bhakti Vedansh Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pujan Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Guru Maharaj ki jai. What can I say about Guru Maharaj? He is an ideal man. The qualities are unlimited. When first time I saw Guru Maharaj in Waldorf Hotel in Parramatta, I was really amazed. Everything was first class. He was a first class man. Whatever he used to do everything in perfect way. Anybody who is not perfect used to get scolded. I don't want to tell the name of that person, but so when I saw him, I asked a lot of questions. First time I was meeting him, I asked a lot of questions because I was deciding, with whom I have to go for my initiation. And he was patiently answered all my questions. That patience itself tells the Vaishnava etiquette, Vaishnava quality. And also, he has already taught Vaishnava etiquette. He has a book, he has written something about Vaishnava etiquette, also taken classes about that. Another important point that I saw, that he was so much dedicated to ISKCON that all the time that he talked about serve Srila Prabhupada. He never said serve me. He said serve Srila Prabhupada perfectly. In your life you will be successful. Unlimited times you have come and gone, one life. Come out from this and give it to ISKCON. So much so he used to say that never leave ISKCON. Doesn't matter what happened, never leave ISKCON. That was the dedication I saw. I was really amazed. how much dedication he has for this ISKCON. Another quality he has, that the leadership quality. He made so many leaders. He also monitored them properly. He made such a nice temple in Ujjain. That too in record time, which has never happened. People were really amazed that in few months' time, that temple was ready. So this all, is controlled by the Lord through the agents. That is what I can see. I do not take much time. I'll stop here. Shiva Prabhupada ki jai. His Holiness Bhakti Charu Maharaj ki jai. Bhakti Charu Maharaj Tirobhava Shiromani ki jai.
Thank you, Prabhu. Now we are inviting Her Grace Malavika Mataji. Please come.
Hare Krishna, everyone. Hare Krishna. So I was in Bhakti Charu Maharaj's shelter for around 8 years, and the first instance which really struck my heart, saying enough of in his shelter, it's now time for me to take initiation. That was in 2019 when I went with Guru Maharaj's yatra to India, and I saw other disciples, and I saw the big family which Gurudev had. And then when I came back, I was preparing myself, but as you all know, in 2020, we had this unfortunate news which just shattered my heart, and it took me 2 years to gather myself together and stand up as a Srila Prabhupada's warrior. I know I can't speak on Guru Tattva much, and that's why I was keeping myself away from this opportunity, but I really want to share a few things which during my time in Bhakti Charu Maharaj's association I gathered. So there was one day when Maharaj was coming to Sydney. We all devotees, we went to receive him. Mataji made a nice garland and we were just following him. We went back to Satya Mataji's house, top floor. Gurudev didn't took time to get settled and get freshened up. He said, I want to see all of them. So we all went back up. And he just looked like this. He started from left and he right, and he smiled at us, his sweet smile. And a very funny thing, he said, I saw all these devotees coming wearing nice, ladies wearing nice dresses. And what about these Prabhujis? What happened to these boys? Why are they wearing half, fusion? Why are they wearing shirt and, pants not in a proper way? Why they are wearing only kurta with jeans? And there's one chanting bead hanging. Don't come like this. And Mataji's like, oh, okay, now it's now our turn. What is he going to say? And he looked at the Matajis and he said, no matter what these Matajis wear, whether it's a skirt or ghagra or sari, they're always opulent. They're always looking good. Nice. So it's like, oh, good, good. That gave me an essence, because coming from an Indian background, women are always stepping one step behind the men, whether they are father, brother, husband, son. It's one step back. Here, Guru Maharaj is saying very nicely that it's not about stepping back, it's about going together and cultivating the devotion in your life. There was another instance where Guru Maharaj also said very nicely that it's the woman in the family who should be cultivating and helping the men to progress the bhakti in their life. I really miss Gurudev because I just missed my opportunity to take initiation from him. But after 2 years, I took initiation from His Holiness Bhakti Krishna Maharaj. And I'm lucky to have both the Gurudevs in my life to constantly help me progress in my devotional service. And thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to share my heart. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Mataji. That was a wonderful offering. Opening up devotee's heart and just having a peek into it. It's so blissful, isn't it? All of us have got so much of emotions hidden within our heart and we don't open them up so easily. But this assembly actually gives us the opportunity to open up a little bit of our hearts and have other devotees can peek into it and see through it. So thank you so much for opening your heart, and it's so nice to hear about Guru Maharaj from you. Now, we're calling Satya Maharani Mataji. Where is she? Huh? Oh, we couldn't hear from her. Oh, okay. Okay. So, our Grace Satya Maharani Mataji, again a very senior Vaishnavi in our movement and completely surrendered soul. And she used to open her very opulent house to Guru Maharaj every time Guru Maharaj was here. And there are like 50 of us housed there for number of days or even weeks. And Mataji would just let us roam around her 3-story, home, like freely use her kitchen and this and that. She was so gracious, so open-hearted, so inclusive. So that was always very, very welcoming. Our kids used to look forward to her home because there was a big, trampoline, and they would used to jump into her pool. Mataji is such a wonderful disciple of Guru Maharaj. Unfortunately, she has left, and I think she has left for 1 year for Mayapur. Is that so? Huh? 2 or 3 years going to permanently reside in Mayapur. So this is her level of devotion. Mataji is extremely committed and supported Guru Maharaj's initiative and ISKCON's initiatives in wonderful ways, in her best capacity. So, all glories to Mataji's service. Guru Maharaj had a lot of love for her, extremely, caring. Guru Maharaj would always say to her that, all these Indian disciples are coming to your place, Satya, and you're opening up your home to all of them. And Guru Maharaj would say everything in a great amount of humor. When Guru Maharaj laughed, it seemed like the whole world laughed with him. We miss him so much, isn't it? The personality of Guru Maharaj. So who are we calling now? Srivas Prabhu. Yes. Is Srivas Prabhu? His Grace Srivas Prabhu is such a exalted Vaishnav. This assembly is just amazing spiritual personalities amongst us, so humble. I've had the opportunity to spend personal time with Prabhu, in the Sacred Sound Retreat, and I have so many good memories. A few days back, this has been like many years, right? My son was asking in the home. Yeah, I'm going to talk a little. Just give me a sec. This is mic is mine right now, so he's poking me to move away. I'll move away, and you can chastise me later also. But my son said, when are we going to meet Srivas Prabhu? I said, how? He's remembering Srivas Prabhu. We have not connected that, frequently. He's just remembering. I said, what makes you remember? He said, no, we went there in that, Sacred Sound Retreat, and we stayed with him. And we have so many nice memories of speaking with Prabhu. And Prabhu is also a fiery personality, right? He speaks about with such a high degree of conviction about Krishna consciousness. So, deeply in love with Prabhu and his Krishna consciousness. So thank you so much, Prabhu. Please speak about Guru Maharaj, your offering.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhu. I take this opportunity to remember great Vaishnava blessings. Thanks for giving the opportunity. I can remember whenever Maharaj come here, I can see even, I feel I have this photographic memory. Maharaj will be, even straight from the airport, he will just come. With the class. Still remember, Maharaj was here. We were all singing. He started a kirtan and then suddenly stopped. This is not what I am singing. You are not catching up the melody. Could you please repeat? It's with a humbleness, he used to correct us. And then he never used to leave us off the track. That's his wonderful quality. We need to practice how to follow the Guru, the spiritual master. And then other quality I always like is, he always, all devotees are mentioned this, he always look for Prabhupads to glorify. And then he ask, when he visit to the temple, he will ask, I want to meet Srila Prabhupada's disciples here. Can you arrange for some program, some way to cook for them? As you know, he used to cook for himself, and then so he used to prepare feast for Srila Prabhupada disciples, and he used to personally take care of them. So this is one of the wonderful quality we need to look at, and then to imbibe in our lives as well, to take care of our the community as a Srila Prabhupada's followers. And the other thing, I used to ask him silly questions, so he used to answer very nicely. So I just shared one of the question I asked in the retreat. We used to have a retreat every year when he used to come. Now one of the retreat I asked, Maharaj, why Lord Vishnu is sleeping on the snake? Why is he using the snake? Because normally we if you look at the snake, we try to kill it, isn't it? Maharaj, why is he sleeping on the snake? So such a silly questions I used to ask, and he used to reply very nicely. And one day I asked Maharaj, my spiritual master is not able to come visit to Sydney because of his health situation. And then I looked at his face. You know what he said? Doesn't matter, I'm here for you. So you can reach out to me, no problem. So such a kind-hearted Maharaj, and we miss him actually. We miss his kirtans and his classes, and he has always chastised us if you don't know the sloka. He'll say, repeat after me. Why don't you learn? So such a nice, humble way he used to teach us. So we are all missing you, Maharaj. But we always remember your kirtans, and then we always remember your instructions. With that, we try to be with you. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Prabhu, for that wonderful offering. Can somebody imagine Guru Maharaj's lips quivering with anger? Yes. I'm making that point because everyone talks about Guru Maharaj's humility and Guru Maharaj's ability to, and he did that, right? That was his 99%. But there was that 1% time when Guru Maharaj was showing his anger like Narsingha Dev, right? And when you are party to that, you can't reconcile. Because here is a Vaishnava, you put him in a certain category of humility, Vaishnava etiquette and all of that. But even his quivering is humility and Vaishnava etiquette. Let me say that. Why? Because he is angry not for himself. He is angry because his disciples, his well-wishers and broader ISKCON is functioning in a way that is displeasing to Srila Prabhupada. Guru Maharaj in GBC meetings would always question the meetings whenever there is a conflict and voices getting raised, this opinion, that opinion. When it comes to Guru Maharaj, he will straight away throw the challenge to the committee and say, okay, let's think it this way. What decision will please Srila Prabhupada? He will bring everyone back, and this has been the memory of His Holiness Gopal Krishna Maharaj as well. He mentioned that when Guru Maharaj was there in these highly complicated matters are being discussed, and when Guru Maharaj is there, His Holiness Bhil Krishna Maharaj remembers very nicely, they joke with each other. So he says once he was in a Mayapur Mangala Arti, and Guru Maharaj came, and Maharaj made a very small remark saying, oh, here comes a pure devotee of Krishna. And Guru Maharaj looks at him in a little, a different way. And Maharaj then immediately says, I understood that, the remark I made probably is not happy about it. Maharaj would have made that remark in a joking way. And similarly in one of the GPC meetings, Maharaj actually told this, that, there was questions and comments and all that, and Guru Maharaj walked in, and His Holiness Bir Krishna Maharaj says that, I said, here comes Srila Prabhupada's son. Let's ask his opinion. So that's the memory of Guru Maharaj's God brothers and their interactions, their wonderful relationships. And so many times Guru Maharaj intervened in complicated matters and brought everyone together to keep ISKCON intact. That's the key message. So now we have, yes, we have my very dear God brother, His Grace Krishna Dharma Prabhu, with us, with his whole family. And Prabhu is such a wonderful devotee. Him and I almost started our Krishna conscious journey at the same time. The relief I take is that he's right there, progressing so fast, and I'm saying, Prabhu, catching up your dhoti, please don't leave me alone. So it's so nice to have Prabhu and his whole family. Yes, so deeply Krishna conscious. Such a Prabhu is such a knowledgeable person. He relishes Bhagavad Gita like very, very few people I've seen, the way he relishes Bhagavad Gita. And this actually shown when we were even studying. Prabhu's attachment to Bhagavad Gita is just par excellence. His ability to preach, his ability to make impact in devotees' life is just really amazing. Many devotees I have met whom Prabhu has preached, and because of circumstances they would have moved their batches and stuff, but they deeply remember the impact that Prabhu had in their initial lives. They are so thankful that they got Prabhu as their Shiksha Guru. So it is so nice to have His Grace Krishna Dharma Prabhu with us. So please make your offering.
Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Charu Swami Niti Namane Snigdha Cheta Shupraneta Vagvanam Charashapratam Prabhupada Gata Prananami Bhakti Charupadam Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namane Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharane Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Paschata Deshatarani. Before starting, I never knew that Pranaveshwar Prabhu will tell so many lies about me, but yeah, thank you Prabhu. Dearest Srila Guru Maharaj, I offer my most respectful and humble Dandavat Pranams at the dust of your lotus feet. Spiritual life begins with surrender to the representative of Krishna. To me, you are that personality. You are my spiritual master. You are my savior. When you were in our midst, never did I realize how precious your association was. As my spiritual master, you always reside in my heart, and you are always aware of what I am doing. Yet for my own purification, I need to express my love for you and tell you how I have been serving your divine lotus feet. Guru Maharaj, you have always shown us that we must think big and plan big in order to achieve something worthwhile for Krishna. Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and we are His eternal servants. Therefore, whatever we do must be befitting His absolute position. As His servants, we simply have to desire to please Him, and then all of that we need will be provided by His divine arrangement. If we can maintain that mood, that all our sincere endeavors to serve Him will undoubtedly meet with glorious success. We are so fortunate that you revealed this most wonderful secret to us, Guru Maharaj. Guru Maharaj, during late last year, we started a new hall program at Cherrybrook. We celebrated Damodar month, Nityanand Trayadasi and Gaurav Purnima under the guidance of His Grace Ghanshyam Prabhu and His Grace Sankirtan Narottam Prabhu, which were a grand success. We are very fortunate to see more and more people coming up and participating in these festivals, weekly and the fortnightly classes, and get attracted to Srila Prabhupada's mission. Next month, we are also celebrating Janmashtami for the first time at Cherrybrook. Please bless us more success for these programs and festivals so we can bring in more soul at the lotus feet of Lord Krishna. Guru Maharaj, I have so many defects, I have so many impurities in my heart that are acting as a stumbling block to my spiritual progress. I do not know how to overcome them. Please help me. I have surrendered myself to you. Now you please accept. On my part, I can only surrender, but I have not been able to become free from my material attachments and ongoing propensities. Therefore, this surrender is not honest and appropriate. I need your mercy and blessings to become more consistent, dedicated, and humble. Please help me, Guru Maharaj. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Sri Guru Maharaj Tirobhava Mahotsav ki jai. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Prabhu, for that wonderful offering to Guru Maharaj. And now I would request Her Grace Rameshwari Mataji to come and
Hare Krishna. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Charu Swami Sikta Cheta Supraneta Vagna Charata Putam Prabhupada Gatapan Nami Bhakti Charu Padam Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Namani Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Bhashate Deshatari. Hare Krishna, everyone. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and all glories to Srila Gurudev. Gurudev, I remember the day when I requested to take shelter at your lotus feet, when I intended to take initiation from you and graciously accepted me as your disciple. I was very happy that you accepted me as a disciple because the person who did not possess any qualities of a devotee. However, your everlasting teachings and instructions after becoming your disciple has shown me this path of Krishna consciousness. Now that you have disappeared from this earthly vision, Srila Gurudev, it happened so suddenly, so seemingly untimely, at a time when I felt I just had gained your divine association. Guru Maharaj, you disappeared from this mortal world, but you certainly did not leave me alone. By your transcendental presence and mercy, you never stopped guiding me, protecting me, inspiring me, and arranging so many miracles to nourish my relationship with you and God. May I always remember that by service to you, by following your instructions, everything is accomplished, including realization of my divine identity and purpose. Guru Maharaj, you have always taught us by example. You have taught us how to value Prabhupada's contribution towards this moment and mankind in general. You have taught us how Prabhupada's books are to be treasured and how important it is to read them again and again. You have taught us how the instructions of the spiritual master are to be followed till your last breath. By your mercy, Gurudev, I am trying and will try to implement these lessons in my life. On this holy day of the Tirobhava of Srila Gurudev, I humbly bow to your lotus feet and pray you may forgive my offenses and bless me with Krishna Bhakti. This occasion is a chance for me to rejuvenate myself spiritually by reminiscing a great Vaishnava like you, Srila Gurudev. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Srila Gurudev ki jai.
Thank you so much, Mataji. It was a wonderful offering. Jyoti Mataji? वो चली गई है, सत्या माता. We'll request Her Grace Jyoti Mataji. Mataji is such a wonderful devotee, is like all of the disciples of Guru Maharaj. I remember a small incident when Guru Maharaj just landed and His Grace Bharshesh Prabhu offered the garland to Guru Maharaj at the airport. And as Guru Maharaj was walking towards the car, because the moment you go, Guru Maharaj has come, you take his trolley, offer dandavats and take his trolley, and then he looks after all of you, and then he walks towards the valet parking, And as he was walking, he was talking to, I think it was Somendra Prabhu and Bharat Prabhu. I was just ahead. And then, just as he stepped into the car, I was already seated in the car. As he stepped in the car, he touched the garland. And he said, "Who made the garland?" And Bharat Prabhu said, "Mataji's name." And the way Guru Maharaj was feeling at that time, I could feel that he has so much of love for, for his spiritual daughter. That is Mataji. So much love he has. I could feel it at that moment. And Mataji does so much wonderful services, always, like Prabhu also mentioned, that I have my sister as my association. That was such a wonderful comment, The brother and sister together at that age, executing Krishna consciousness. It's very instructive for us as well, to treat all of our family members as devotees, develop that deep love amongst ourselves so that we can appreciate Krishna's beauty, Krishna's glories, and Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. So Mataji, please come and offer.
Hare Krishna, Guru Maharaj. Please accept my respectful obeisance at your lotus feet. Today, at the occasion of Guru Purnima, I just would like to say something. The divine light of spiritual enlightenment emanating from beloved Guru Maharaj is equivalent to the light emanating from 100 suns. Just by remembering our Guru, our heart gets enlightened with the divine light of spiritual knowledge. The divine light is enough to remove the darkness of ignorance and material attachment. Lucky are those who are able to experience this in their heart. I pray to Radha Gopinath that the mercy and blessings of our beloved Guru be forever upon all us disciples. For several decades, Guru Maharaj, you have been instructing all the disciples and devotees about Krishna consciousness and the path that practice one should follow in order to go back to Godhead. While we cherish and try our best to follow beloved Guru Maharaj, your teachings, perhaps one of the best teaching that Guru Maharaj has imparted was through his own example and conduct. Guru Maharaj, you followed in letter and spirit the instructions given by your Guru, the founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada instructed you to preach and spread the teachings of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. This was evident during the difficult period of COVID pandemic. Guru Maharaj could have just confined himself to isolation, but instead he decided to be with his disciples at USA. He was preaching and comforting the entire devotee community during this period when no one dared to carry out such activities. Even though the result is that he is no longer physically with us today, but the example he set and taught with his own self-conduct will be with all of us for a lifetime. The salient point that we all must take is that no matter what external or internal situation is, we must not stop devotional activities such as devotional services. Guru Maharaj, you will live forever in our heart. We all need to emulate him in order to elevate ourselves to higher taste of devotional service.
Thank you so much, Mataji. Now I would like to call upon Manindra Krishna Prabhu for his offering. Manindra Prabhu is such a humble Vaishnav, with deep Vaishnav qualities. His whole family, for many generations, they have been practicing Vaishnavas. Prabhu's father was such a glorious Vaishnav, and I once remember, being there at Prabhu's place, and I had to take a meeting, and Prabhu was supposed to go somewhere, and he opened up his home and asked me to be there. His hospitality, the way he treated me, the way Vaishnava etiquettes I could see, And so much of respect Prabhu has, he always converses at a very, very personal level. I've always experienced that. His association with Guru Maharaj, his relationship with Guru Maharaj is very deep and very personal. And Guru Maharaj likewise reciprocated with him in many, many wonderful ways, the whole of the family. So I would like to call upon Manindra Krishna Prabhu.
Namam Vishnu Pada Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Charu Swami Sukta Chata Prabhupada Kotaka Namam Vishnu Pada Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Namaste Saraswati Devi Nirvishesha Shulavati Vashata Dashata Jai Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shvetadana Sivaswati Gaur Bhakti Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. My dear Guru Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances unto your lotus feet. Hare Krishna Guru Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances unto your lotus feet. Guru Maharaj, in this day actually, the way actually I feel that what is the your instructions and your signifying the way of life actually totally changed my journey. Last, especially couple of 3 years, I was realizing those things in every steps. And last couple of 3 years, whatever shocked and like because the COVID, and by this time actually I have lost my father and couple of my dear family members. But every time when I realize, especially when I go through your books, Ocean of Mercy and Prabhupada Gotapran, actually always inspired me to stick to your bhakti, that how we should maintain our bhakti. So in these occasions, I always feel you from my heart, and please bless me so that I can continue with my bhakti. Whatever situations I come through, I'll get through, and so that I can maintain the last words, never leave ISKCON, and always following the 4 principles. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Prabhu. Yes, we are calling. Is His Grace Janardhan Prabhu also here, Raghav? Raghav Prabhu? Oh, Prabhu is there. Okay, yes. So, can I call upon His Grace Janardhan Prabhu? Janardhan Prabhu is such a senior Vaishnav with so much of impact Prabhu has, so many services Prabhu do. Prabhu is also the HKCCC Executive Committee member, and Prabhu gives such wonderful directions to the whole of the community. It's extremely inspiring. Prabhu's impact in terms of, in all the areas stands out. And the whole family, one family that stands out in terms of completely dedicating them, through body, mind and words is, he actually is one of those families. So we need Vaishnavas like him more than ever in the family of ISKCON for years and years to guide the devotees to come closer to Krishna. Prabhu's faith in Krishna consciousness actually solidifies anybody else's faith in Krishna consciousness. So with that, I would request His Grace Janardhan Prabhu to come and offering to Guru Maharaj.
Thank you, Praneshwar Prabhu. I don't know what to say. After, I don't deserve so much glorification, but I'm just trying to follow in the footsteps of Vaishnavas. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sri Vasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. What to speak of His Holiness Bhakti Charu Swami Maharaj. We have got very fond memories of Maharaj coming every year to Sydney and blessing us. And it feels as if it was just yesterday, because Maharaj's lively disposition is so it actually captivates you, and it captivates anybody. And Maharaj, one aspect of Maharaj was the immense love for anybody, irrespective of any denomination, which personally I experienced. And again, I wish to share this my first interaction with Maharaj, or my first association, when there was a seminar organized in Crow's Nest nearby, and I was actually very new to ISKCON at that time, and I approached, I was standing there to take darshan of Maharaj. Everybody was in the queue, and then when I was near Maharaj, I said, Maharaj, I am also from Kolkata. Very proudly I said, and it's still very clear and vivid in front of me. And I was actually thinking, so what a big deal, it doesn't mean anything to him. I was thinking in my mind, what does it mean? It means nothing to Maharaj. And to my utmost surprise, Maharaj actually started speaking to me, inquiring much more details. And that is when I realized that how powerful he is. Like even a non-significant person, he need not have even spoken. And that is the message that I got, that Maharaj passes this love to each and everybody, not only to his disciples, but also to the world at large. And that is probably the reason why Maharaj could single-handedly maneuver so many difficulties in so many big projects worldwide of ISKCON. And since we are now building such a big temple in the western side of Sydney, which is slowly coming up, step by step, of course with mercy and with the support of all of you sitting here, we can see Maharaj's words coming true, because he said that Sri Sri Radha Govindaji is already manifested, the temple is already come up. So, one thing I realized, Maharaj's words never go true, because many a times when we face difficulties, we lose hope. And we think that, because in my own material disposition, I think, nothing is going to happen, nothing is going to happen. But then, when we realize that when Maharaj has said that it is already manifested, it is going to come, then we realize the power that Maharaj, the influence of Maharaj. And again, needless to say, one statement of Maharaj is very striking, is never leave Prabhupada, never leave ISKCON. And that is something which really gets inside you. So that is why all I can say is, I am very grateful for the influence of His Holiness Bhakti Charu Swami Maharaj, and also grateful to all the devotees here who are sincerely following Maharaj's instruction. And also I thank the devotees to have given me an opportunity to speak something about Maharaj. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Prabhu, for that wonderful memory of Guru Maharaj. You have spoken to me so many times about Guru Maharaj's impact in your life and more broadly. Now we are running against time, so we'll now start the Pushpanjali and Guru Puja. And the rest of the offerings, please don't be disappointed. The rest of the offerings will continue, but after this program. So all of us will get a chance to. Whoever stays back will also get a chance to do their offerings. Prabhu, aap kar rahe? Acha, Prabhash Prabhu. So we'll request Prabhash Prabhu to lead.
Take the book. Prabhash is bringing it. Prabhash was doing it.
Hare Krishna, everyone. So I'll speak first and then you follow me. Say Guru Pranam Mantra. Om Ajnana Timrandhyasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vande Aham Shri Guru Shri Yutpad Kamlam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamsha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatham Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savdhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakha Vitamsha Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschata Deshatarine Snigdhacheta Supraneta Vaghaminam Charasaputam Prupad Pram Namami Bhakti Charu Padam Shri Bhanavi Devi Daitya Kripa Badhe कृष्ण संबंध विज्ञान दायिने प्रभुवे नमः। माधुर्य उज्ज्वल प्रेमाध्या श्री रूपानुगा भक्तिदाम श्री गौर करुणा शक्ति विग्रहाय नमोस्तुते। नमस्ते गौरवाणी श्री मूर्तये दीनतारिणे रूपानुगा विरुद्ध अपसिद्धांता धावंतहारिणे नमो गौर किशोराय साक्षात् वैराग्य मूर्ते विप्रलंबार सांबोधे पद अंबुजाते नमः। नमो भक्ति विनोदाय सच्चिदानंद नामिने गौर शक्ति स्वरूपाय रूपानुगा वरायते गौर अविर्भाव भूमेस्त्वं निर्देष्टा सज्जन प्रियः वैष्णव सर्वभौमा श्री जगन्नाथाय ते नमः। वाञ्छा कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यश्च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो महावदन्नाय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नामिने गौर तुषे नमः। पंच तत्व आत्मकं कृष्णं भक्त रूप स्वरूपकं भक्त अवतारम भक्त आख्यम नमामि भक्त शक्तिकम। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधो दीन बंधु जगतपते गोपेशा गोपिका कांता राधा कांता नमस्तुते। जयताम सुरतो पंगोर मम मंद मतिर्गति मत सर्वस्व पदाम्भोजो राधा मदन मोहनो दिव्यद वृंदारण्य कल्पद्रुमाधः श्रीमद् रत्नांगार सिंहासनस्थो श्रीमद् राधा शीला गोविंद देवो प्रेष्ठ आलिभि स्वयं मानो स्मरामि। श्रीमान रसा आरंभे वंशीवत तथ स्थितः कर्षण वेणु सुनेर गोपीर गोपीनाथाय श्री अस्तु न तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानु सुते देवी प्रणमामि हरि प्रिये। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासदि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Now I'll repeat 3 times the Guru mantra, and then at the end I'll say, Es Pushpanjali. At that time, you offer 1/3 of your flower that you have got in your hand. Sringt Cheta Shupraneta Vanghaminam Charasa Putam Prupad Gata Pram Namami Bhakti Charu Padam Es Pushpanjali.
Bhakti Charu Swami Tirobhava Mahamotsav ki
Jai.
Two more times you have to do, so have patience. Sing Cheta Shupraneta Vanghaminam Charasa Putam Prupad Gata Pram Namomi Bhakti Charu Padam Es Pushpanjali.
Bhakti Charu Swami Maharaj Tirobhava Mahamotsav ki
Singti Cheta Shupraneta Vanghaminam Charasa Putam Prupad Gata Pram Namomi Bhakti Charu Padam Es Pushpanjali. This is the last one.
His Royal Bhakti Charu Swami Tirobhava Mahamotsav ki Jai. Jai. जय प्रभुपदा जय प्रभुपदा जय प्रभुपदा जय प्रभुपदा जय प्रभुपदा जय प्रभुपदा प्रभुपदा जय प्रभुपदा जय गुरुदेवा जय गुरुदेवा गुरुदेवा जय गुरुदेवा संसार धावा न लिधलो का त्राणाय कारुण्य घनाघनात्वम् प्राप्त सकल्याण गुणारभस्य वंदे गुरो श्री चरणारविंद वंदे गुरो श्री चरणारविंदम वंदे गुरो श्री चरणारविंद महाप्रभु कीर्तन नित्य गीता वदित्रमादन मनसुर सेना रोमांच कंपा सुतरंग भाजो वंदे गुरु श्री चरणारविंद वंदे गुरु श्री चरणारविंदम वंदे गुरु श्री चरणारविंदम श्री विग्रहाराधन नित्य नाना श्रृंगार तन्मन दिन माजनाद श्री विग्रहाराधन नित्य नामना श्रृंगार तन्मन दिन मार्जनाद युक्तस्य भक्तां च नियुद्धतोऽपि वन्दे गुरु श्री चरणारविन्द वन्दे गुरु श्री चरणारविन्दं वन्दे गुरु श्री चरणारविन्द चतुर्विधाशी भगवत प्रसादा स्वाद अनतृप्तन हरिभक्त संघम चतुर्विदासी भगवत प्रसादो स्वदन तृप्तन हरिभक्त संघम तथैव तृप्तिं भजत सदैव वन्दे गुरु श्री चरणारविन्दम् वन्दे गुरु श्री चरणारविन्दम् वन्दे गुरु श्री चरणारविन्दम् श्री राधिका माधवयोर पार माधुर्य लीला गुण रूप नामना माधुर्य लीला श्री राधिका माधवयोर पार माधुर्य लीला गुण रूप नामना प्रतीक्षणा स्वादन तौलुप पश्चात् वन्दे गुरु श्री प्रणवबिन्दम् वन्दे गुरु श्री चरणारविन्दम् वन्दे गुरु श्री चरणारविन्दम् साक्षादरित्वेन समस्तशास्त्रैर्वीम् साक्षादरित्वेन समस्तशास्त्रे युक्तस्तभाव्या एव स शब्दे प्रिय एव तस्य वन्दे गुरु श्रीचरणरविन्द वन्दे गुरो श्रीचरणरविन्दम् वन्दे गुरो श्रीचरणरविन्द यस्य प्रसादा न गतितोऽपि ध्यायन्तु तस्य यशसि सन्ध्यम् वन्दे गुरो श्रीचरणरविन्दम् वन्दे गुरो श्रीचरणरविन्दम् हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे नमः विष्णुपदाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति चारु स्वामी इति नामिने स्निग्धचेता सुप्रणेता तन्दिरां च रसः प्लुतां प्रभुपाद गतप्राण नौमि भक्ति चारुपदम् नादचेता सुप्रणेता वाग्मिनां च रसः प्लुतां प्रभुपाद गत प्राण नौमि भक्ति नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यादिशताहरिणे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.